Hello, this is Dad Shark. Welcome to another live stream. Today we're going to talk about Bitcoin, how it's making some lateral moves this week, and some just general expectations from what I have been seeing on this chart. Thank you for tuning into the stream, really. So, with no further ado, let's just hop into it. What do I immediately see on Bitcoin? Okay. Really, you're going to expect the following trading range, right? Just as defined by these nice bands here. Price is very likely to stay contained inside of this compressing zone, and it will just trade laterally as the zone compresses around price. So, what do we need to expect? Well, just that. It's going to be a pretty boring week, in my opinion. You know, we've got some huge altcoins popping off this week. I called Vibe recently, and that actually just finally took off, which is a bit of a nuisance since I'm pretty confident everybody already took profit on Vibe. So any of that upside, well, you know, I probably took 5-10% profit. Now it's up 100%. So bit of a nuisance, but it happens, right? Missed profit is not lost profit. Yeah, guys, with Bitcoin's chart, it's honestly going to be pretty predictable this week. The chances of producing lower lows below the bottom edge of the span are very low, okay? Right, because this is going to be a major support as it bounces along that compressing edge of the band. And that's going to be rather convenient for us scalpers who are still interested in mean reversion positions, okay? Really, if you're waiting for a good position here, your best bet is going to be wait for a 20-period CCI to roll up, and then it's going to imply reversion to the pink mean there. Okay? So this is a really clean chart. You know, we had our nice downward trend from earlier. When we finally broke that pivot, price shot up, and now is going for its mean reversion. Give me 1 second while I open up the comments for this video on my phone. We'll see how we're doing. Got questions on AST and KMD. I'm going to pop on that right now. Still holding some AST. You know, it's my preferred scalping coin. You know, let's actually see how this bad boy's performing. It's a pretty risky chart to be in right now, I'll be honest. Okay. How large was this previous move over here, this relief rally? 52%. Yeah, that was very kind to me. So, what period do I load it up on this Bollinger Band? I'm seeing 200. That doesn't feel correct. 1 second. It is 200. Okay. Yeah, so that 200 band is extremely compressed. We have very low volatility overhead in the longer periods. So, what could that mean for us? You know, this is still in a defined downward trend. We did see sufficient compression to allow for a new trend, and now we're seeing upward expansion of our short-term periods, which is going to allow for the start of a new trend. Yeah, guys, this is a very risky chart to be in. I do see this traveling down even further. My apologies. Okay, that's my thought on AST. Let's do KMD. Ooh, this could be interesting. It's quite the range. A lot of good volatility on this chart. That's a wonderfully volatile range. I'm definitely going to keep an eye on this, right? Probably going to be looking for a long mean reversion position once we get that nice downward over expansion, right? Because we had a few positions here and here. Those would have been very kind to us, okay? So that's going to be the next signal I'm looking for. Since as soon as we get that mean reversion, it appears that an upward trend starts shortly after. So with this chart, yeah, there's definitely a lot of good potential here for long positions. It's very attractive. There's just no signal yet, and honestly, the condition isn't even there. Right, I'm probably going to see more downward expansion, and then wait to see how this guy plays out from there. Lucian says stop, or salt, excuse me. Salt BTC. Okay. That's really compressed. And as such, with a significant compression, well, you're going to want to wait for an actual, well, the beginning of the trend to actually, get something out of this. So we'll set an alert. But honestly, I don't want to enter this quite yet, right? Because we don't know which way this is going to expand. It's a really big support, though. Well, curious. That's some ridiculous compression, folks. This run up, how large was that? 98%. Holy hell. Okay. But let's talk about what kind of risk management you would need to actually enter this kind of position. Yeah, you can't get away with a 15% stop loss. That's not worth it. That's why I'm recommending to wait for the trend to actually begin before attempting anything over here, because your risk management is going to be awful while you wait for that trade. I got a comment that says, "Hey Shark, what happened with the vibe? It pumped over 100% after your call. You got stopped out, so can you please explain what happened there as to such a big pump after it hit stop loss?" Sure. Okay. 1 hour 395. Let's go ahead and check it out. Okay. Actually, let's see if I can whip something up right now for vibe, because honestly, this over expansion here, we might actually be able to play this. Hold on. Let's wait for 3D Wave PM, folks. 1 second. Shoot, it's really hard to get readings on these kinds of over expansions here. You have to find the sweet spot on the time frame. Right, because I want to see the smaller expansions. Here we are, like these here, right, without accounting for the largest over expansion from earlier. Because then we can actually define retracement values on this chart. And then we might be able to catch a position over here. All right, so let's change this to 160 for that band. And this one is going to be, yeah, 200. Okay. This range is just so volatile. What fun. Goodness gracious. How to play this. Right? So we have the 160 period there, and we're just on the edge of it. If we saw downward expansion, that might even be more useful. Let's go to the 1 minute chart, guys. Because you can play down here with the right tools. Check the 350 band here. You know what? I'm going to actually... It's going to be a nuisance, but I'm going to load it up. Actually, after I load the 350, then I'll check it out, but... Christ. Look at how accurate that is. Price trades laterally as defined by the longest overexpanded period. And then we had a quick little dip down there, and that would have been a bit of a fake out. But if you look closely, we're actually... That right there would have been our entry signal about 7 minutes ago. Right, because that is definitely a plausible mean reversion position to take. That upward dip right there, that's 4%. Hell, I want to scalp this. I also need to see volume candles on this kind of thing. Because even down here, guys, mean reversions are going to be very effective. Shoot, I wish I caught that signal just a few moments earlier. Yeah, it looks like we're going to retest the bottom edge of this band here. And then from there, we might be able to get up a good risk-reward position from the previous local low. If we have more downward expansion, well, it's a 3.5% stop. But the upside, well, you would be betting on upward expansion anyway there. So what are the chances that this is actually going to flag out from our current position? Let's go back to the 3 minute. All right, the trick with this kind of trading is determining the local low of the flag. Right, because everybody wants to catch this here, this retracement value. Now the problem is, let's go a little bit higher and figure out the longest period defining our trend. Because that's going to be our biggest pivot. As soon as it loads. Okay. Well, that's not useful. It's above 600. However, because of that, well, that overexpansion's all the way down here. And that's not going to be useful. So yeah, we have to stick at that shorter time frame. Okay, but to answer your previous question, or rather the question you actually asked, hold on. All right, let's draw in that 395 band. And then let's take a look at the previous price action here. Right, because I called this coin because, okay, my scaling, there we go. All right, the reason I called this is because there were signs of trend continuation after retracement. And, you know, we did reach that value, right? This right here would have been your re-entry signal. But it did dip down a little bit too low. You know, I called this because it showed signs of accumulation, or rather trend continuation. I don't want to say accumulation. It implies Wyckoff theory, and I'm not using that. But, well, sometimes you miss out, guys. I wasn't able to catch this. You know, I took maybe 4% profit there. We'll see how this trend plays out. again, but short-term mean reversion positions might be your best bet. If you want to try scalping this, I mean, I guess we can set up a really small risk to reward position right here. Kind of like a 1.5% stop and 11% upside. But it's a bit gambly in my opinion, guys. And then you also have to account order book on this kind of trade. How is order book? Pretty thin. There's very little resistance up to 1400. We're going to come back to this little trade I set up here and see if it actually plays out correctly. I think I am just going to... No. Right, because I don't really have a proper signal here. This is just conjecture. Okay. Back to the comments. Cool. Well, let's leave this alone now. I've got a request for GBP USD. Ah, the 1 minute chart. Lovely. Actually, Pen, you're down here. You might be able to get a pretty good short. All right. 200 period. That's convenient. 1 second. Awesome. Nice. If you want to take longs as defined by this little trend here, that would be great. And of course, this mean reversion position down here, that's going to be beautiful as well, as soon as that pivot actually gets crossed. Let's check the 1 hour chart, see how this is playing. My, what a volatile range. What fun. All right, you mentioned mean reversion. Let's figure it out. It's the 80 period. Yeah, looks like that would hit. That's good. I mean, but really, guys, on the 1 minute chart, you have a great position to play there. Retracement to the 50 moving average, yeah. Huh. I don't have the 50 loaded, but I see it. It's clean. 50. Yeah. Curious. Okay. Yeah, really, the position on the 1 minute chart looks really clean. I would recommend taking that. You know, as soon as that pivot actually hits, but wait for that pad. You should actually trade this. That mean reversion position that's going to come up is going to be so clean. I'm going to check AUD, NZD. Probably not in the 1 minute chart though, I'll be honest. $250. Okay. Oh, you asked the daily, excuse me. I can't believe I forgot that. Cool. I see what you're looking for here. Right, you want to catch that swing low of this long-term trend. That would be really nice, wouldn't it? Oh, shit. No, you have a really good position here. Hold on. You know, these mean reversion positions can be really choppy on these higher time frames, but do get a lot of flash signals here that don't really play out. But signals is signal. Okay, so typically these kinds of positions are pretty risky because mean reversions on the daily tend to have a lot of trend involved that don't immediately revert to the mean. However, because we're seeing this lateral range like so, there's some really interesting points you can take away from this, right? Because you'll notice that at the bottom of the range, your mean reversions do see a little bit more success, and at the top of the range, your mean reversions have a little bit more success. So as long as you're anticipating those mean reversions, the top and the bottom of the range, this right here could be a huge position. You know, you don't have the CCI roll for the signal yet, but waiting for that CCI roll is really going to be your best bet. It's going to be very risky trying to enter a trade without it. All right, my recommendation to you, because this is a really nice chart, I'm not going to lie. This is gorgeous. Is you can anticipate at least a 2% gain, 220 pips over the coming week. However, it's also likely that we're going to do this, right? Because we will trade laterally as defined by this band. And the problem with that is, well, the band slope is downward. And if we have a downward sloping band, well, lateral trading as defined by the band could mean this, right? So what I'm recommending is waiting for this CCI signal to pop back up for then roll. Because the slope of this is really going to have some problems with the direction of trend. So here, shoot man, the risk management is not there yet, but the condition is. This condition over the next month, that's going to be amazing. Right, because this is the longest overexpanded period we've had quite some time due to the aggressiveness of this recent downward move. Right, this is the most volatility we've had in quite some time. So the counter move is going to be as equally as volatile, right? And you can see the last overexpansion over here. Right, where we have this overexpanded period, we re-enter the band, and we just immediately push down to the moving average. You know what? We might be here, right? Because we had this, the first entry, a quick little volatility pop to the upside, and then an immediate dump down to the mean. And that was during this overexpansion. What if this is the same thing? Where we have that nice pop upward, retrace to retest the bottom edge of the band before a huge pump up to the mean. I would bet on it. It's a really nice trade. Okay, but your best bet is going to be finding a good entry on a lower time frame. Oh my God, guys, it is so important. Okay, so if we want to try to find an entry using the 1 hour chart, we can define the retracement value here. Let's give this a try, folks. Oh my fucking God. Are you kidding me? I try not to curse on the stream, but Jesus Christ. This could be it right here, guys. This could be the bottom. Look at that. Look at that perfect retracement. Directly on top of the moving average. Retest, 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 retest. And now a quick slope upwards. Yeah, guys. If you want to take a long position on this, you have an insane profit ratio. And I mean insane. Hold on. Let me just draw in the stop loss right here. Ooh, guys, the stars are aligning on this chart, I swear to God. This is ridiculous. Are you fucking seeing this? Okay, and then your take profit's going to be up here. This is the most insane trade I've seen in quite some time. Okay, so we're going to draw that right there. Our downside is going to be 0.2%. Our upside is going to be 2%. That's a 9-to-1 profit ratio. Holy shit. If you want to give this a try, go ahead, because that is just insane, right? Because that retracement value on the 1 hour chart, it hit perfectly, and now it's bouncing off. And right, because we're testing the bottom edge of this right here, could be implied that we're going to revert back up to its daily moving average. Wow, thank you for asking me to look at this. This was very fun. I really like this chart. I'm going to publish this idea here because I'm pretty proud of this. Although, I'm scroll locked, which is kind of annoying. I want to zoom in. Okay, I guess we could just do that. Hide the volume candles. This trade is just absolutely insane. I'm going to be honest. Shoot. Okay, and I'm actually going to drop this down a little bit lower because we are expecting retracement to this pink moving average. Expect retracement to the longest over expanded period. Okay? Right there. Then I'm actually going to dual chart this, right? I'm going to keep the symbol the same, but I'm going to switch this to the 1 hour. To point out, you guessed it. I guess we can keep that visible over here because it's attractive. Okay. And we're going to reduce this font size because it's unnecessary. Okay. And on this chart, I need the adaptive MA to load up because it's being a nuisance. And we're going to tighten that up there. It's a little bit more aesthetic. No, like the stars have aligned on this chart, guys. It's ridiculous. Exact. I don't want to sync drawings. You can. Guys, this is insane. I might move some money over to a Forex exchange to try this chart out because it is just perfect. Okay. Rarely do the stars align, but when they do, more capitalization, okay. Implied mean reversion on the daily chart with mean reversion completed on the 1 hour chart for a perfect retracement entry into a longer term counter trend trade. So nice. And we're going to keep this one public because I'm proud of it. Put it on my Twitter. Trend analysis and volatility. All right, how many people did I lose while I was typing that up? Let's check. put in some tags. AUDNZD, Forex. I'm not good with tags, so I'm just going to publish it. Publish all charts. I guess I'm going to like zoom this bad boy out just a touch. Okay, it's perfect. I love it. Everything visible? Perfect. Let's publish it. Oh, wait, one last thing for aesthetic purposes. Make sure our price scale is staggered like that. Really clean, guys. And then I should drag this directly on top of price. Didn't I tell it not to sync drawings? So if I delete it over here, will it fuck up? It will. Son of a bitch. Well, let's just redraw it. This is such a gorgeous trade, you guys. I'm still fawning over this. And we'll fix the wording on this. Periods, mean. And change it a few sizes larger. Okay, I'm publishing this. Beautiful chart, guys. This is what I chart for. These kinds of charts right here, they make my day. That's why I do it, folks. For beautiful charts like this. Oh, we got more viewers now. And I guess I do need to embed this in, the premium call section. I guess I'll do that. All right, trying to keep everything consistent and in one place. As per the wonderful feedback you guys have provided. Speaking of feedback, if you guys pop over to the feedback channel, drop anything you want. I will, try to get everything in the same place from now on. It's beautiful stuff though, guys, really. Okay. Lend can have a signal. Okay, let's see if I agree with you. This chart is, man, I love this. Okay, we're gonna switch back to a single chart layout. Actually, I want to take a blast of the past, guys. We're gonna go back over to quad default. See how this treats us. I put a lot of effort into this chart layout, except it's been transformed into a single chart layout. Okay, well, I ruined that. 1 second. I'm sure I have a saved copy around here somewhere. Crypto quad copy. Crypto quad copy. Quite the mouthful. Oh man, no, this is the wrong one. This was a early version of the WavePM adaptation. It's this one. Very nice. My. How messy my charts were. Although I do need to load up the 3.2 standard deviation on the 50 more often, because that was intensely useful. Okay. I'm just going to go back to my regular chart layout because, well, that's the actual useful one. 3D WavePM single. There it is. Got a comment for Lend. Let's go check it out. Oh, good catch. Okay. 1 second here, folks. Let's set up this trade properly. Yeah, we're going to get something really nice here in a moment. On the 400 period. Holy moly. Okay, hold on. Sure, man. If you want to get a really nice profit ratio trade, do this. Enter right there. And a real tight stop. Actually, guys, do I want to trade this? Do I want to load up my TradingView account? Not TradingView. Fuck. 3 commas. Do I actually want to enter this? I think I do. Profit ratio's there. I'm going to go for this. I'm just going to copy this over to you guys and say scalp of the day or something. Okay. Feedback. I guess I'm just going to drop this over in announcements. At everyone, here's a scalp I am taking. Have fun. Okay, ETH is dumping right now. Hold on. I guess that should be more interesting. Holy moly. Bart. Goodness gracious. Holy shit. Okay, do we want to counter trade this? There's only one way we can do this properly, and it's by loading the 3.2 standard deviation. Or we could do a 14 period CCI roll. That is our other option. Do we like to buy big ol' candles? Ridiculous. I bet you a lot of people just got liquidated. I guess we could actually trade this on the 1 minute chart properly. You know, we have the tools. Getting our first signs of buying pressure on this bad boy. Looks like we were just about to have our 50 period CCI roll. 50 periods overexpanded, so we could take a long position. High risk long position. Okay, let's give this a try. So that's a 50 on 3.2. Okay, re-entry the 3.2 standard deviation can be seen as a buy signal. It's a lot of fucking mess. Okay. If you want to give this a try, don't really recommend this, but wouldn't be a man if I didn't draw it out for you. There you go. Ideally, I would have entered here. But I was very busy. So, really, if you enter on the 50 standard deviation, or if you re-enter on this 50 re-entry the 50 band, that's going to be your best bet for a long. It's risky. Oh yeah, I drew a vibe trade. I want to go check on that. Hold on. Is it gone? Did it not save? Okay, it didn't save. Does anyone remember what I drew here? I don't. Okay, whatever. Guess I can keep looking at Ethereum here for a second. Goodness gracious, is this trade actually playing out? I'm gonna be so embarrassed. It's gonna happen, folks. What am I doing making a live stream? I gotta be trading. Ridiculous. Okay. Refresh my page. I'm going to do USD CAD and I'll be on my way. A little bit longer than my average live stream. Just give me a second. USD CAD. Are we bouncing on the 93 mean? I have no idea how you got that value, mate. How did you get the 93 moving average? Okay, probably exactly like that, I'm going to be honest. Except you shouldn't do rounding like that. Or rather, you should always round it. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, yeah, we are. Sure. Very good. It's just about the 93 moving average. I'm not going to be technical about it. Yeah, we are, okay? You should expect price to go no higher than this line, though. Very nice. Man, I got to get back into Forex. This is so much easier. Re-enter the band, revert to the mean. Beautiful. Then price will trade laterally as defined by that band. Sure. Okay, I'm going to give you... I'm actually going to do this. This is going to be pretty cool. Right? If it hits the bottom edge, you want to long to the mean. And if it's the top edge, you want to short to the mean. Kind of like that. Okay. Because we can pretty accurately predict that this is going to be range bound for the next few days. Okay. Clean stuff, guys. Yeah, I got a little snarky about the 93 moving average, but you're right. It's pretty much the 93 moving average. And I'm not going to bring up the... What's going on with the AE? How could this happen? Oh, shit. I was trading, what? Land on the 1 hour chart? 1 hour. Okay, I actually need to set this trade up for myself. And I'm actually going to get exact retracement values because I'm actually going to put my money on the line here, so. Okay, time to break TradingView. Give this a literal minute to load. Very nice. I'm going to full screen this because I want the exact reading. $4.45. My computer just turned into a toaster. I got all the fans just flipped on when I loaded up that chart. 445. Okay, let's check out this moving average. Okay, we're not quite there yet. So close. I'm going to put a buy order at 221. And we're going to see if that fills for me. Okay. And do note that if its support is broken, guess what's going to happen? We're going to drop down 6%. Okay. So I need to set up this trade for myself. You know, because this is kind of a riskier position. I don't actually expect it to like hit, you know, because more than likely than not, we're just going to blast straight through that support down to the 6% line. So I'm not actually going to call this, but I am going to take it for myself. I mean, if you want to try the 10-to-1 profit ratio, go for it. But the thing with the 10-to-1 profit ratio, guys, is it's probably not going to hit. Okay? How much of a breakout is this, though? You know, can we expect trend continuation on this? Okay, looking from the previous breakouts, the bare minimum, we did see initial bounce off the value. So I might just make a small, like, 4% scalp here. How's our value? Volume. Small monumental volume. I like it. I would like to see the compression of the 200 period, if you don't mind. I'm going to switch back to my default strategy here. Quad CCI strategy, I mean. Right? This is a sufficiently compressed breakout. Yeah, I'm going to trade this. Okay? So here's the thing, guys. If we don't bounce right here, like right now, we are going to bounce off of this moving average, okay? It's going to be one of those two scenarios. But it's really clean. I'm going to enter it. Maybe you should. Actually, come to think of it, this was the same kind of call I called for Vibe. That's worth mentioning. All right, where we had the breakout, and I expected it to hit a retracement value before trend continuation. Though this one went a little bit deeper than I expected. Absolutely ridiculous. Okay, well, keep your eye on Lend. It's a good chart. All right, folks, this has been fun. I got plans today. I'm going to go hiking again. Follow me on Twitter. You'll get lots of charts like the ones I just posted for Like this guy right here. Let him load. There we go. It's a really clean chart, guys. I'm waiting for this bad boy to play out. Almost like I'm Bitcoin here. Oh my, we just dipped. How's Ethereum doing? I want to check Ethereum one last time before I'm on my way. Son of a bitch, it's bouncing. You're kidding me. Are you kidding me? Okay, yeah, on Ethereum you now have implied mean reversion to the 50 moving average. It's going to happen. God damn. I am embarrassed. We're trading on the 1 minute chart, guys, and we're good at it. We just called the bottom on Ethereum. We're going to retrace to about 336 before lateral trading, okay? It's going to happen. Okay. Well, this has been fun. I need to check my portfolio now that Bitcoin's dumping. Actually, I'm going to be honest. I don't expect it to retrace all that far. Let me check BNB real quick for my own sake. Trend is intact. Right? Quad CCI strategy has provided us with lots of entries on this. Here, 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 and here. It's clean. I like it. You should still be in this trade if you're in this trade. BNB is great. All right? Probably going to go like that. Looks good, guys. Okay, I'm done. One last question. Cool. This has been fun. I'll talk to you all later, guys. See ya.